Hi guys, my name is the Jester V2. I'm part of the RSG gaming crew, and I'd like to welcome you to Jesterville. Jesterville was my very first build on Xbox 360's Minecraft. It was done completely in Survivor, as there was no creative mode available at the time. So as you can imagine, a lot of hours, a lot of time has been put into this place, and I'm going to take you on a tour. Several of my friends have helped out, and they're responsible for many of the things that you'll see. I'll try and point out who did what, but I'm definitely going to show you some of the stuff that we came up with. Um, Initially, this was just my place, and I was doing the best I could to survive. But as I became better at the game, I began to build more, and of course acquire more materials. And with the invitation of some friends in, place came turned in from my place into a town. And each of my friends and people invited to the game had their own little plot of land that they could build on. The big house, of course, is mine, and I'll get to that in a second. I just want to give you an overview. On this side, you have that's a tower, pretty cool tower. It actually goes, at the time, it went from the highest buildable block all the way down to bedrock, and I'll show you that. The build itself took an awful lot of effort, and again with the help of friends, it came through okay. All right, this is my my house, my mansion. Incomplete, doesn't have everything I wanted in there, but you'll get the gist of it. Here's my living room with a TV, of course. This is supposed to be my stereo. Of course, there's gonna be a full functioning CD player there. I only have a found one CD. This is outside. There's a pool. Here's a jacuzzi, and Convict's Airplane, I'm gonna give him credit for this, came up with the idea of putting nether rock a couple blocks down underneath and lighting it on fire. And what you'd see what looks like heat bubbles coming through the water. And it definitely looked like it was heated water. So it was a great idea. The only problem is with here is because my entire house is made out of wood. It would catch on fire pretty easily. I'd come back after mining, and half the house would be burnt down, so I had to take those out. But it was a great idea. All right, this is my backyard. Well lit, of course. The hedge was a great idea. Of course, the only way the blocks don't disappear is if there's wood down there. I'll take you back inside the house. I'll share the rest later. Here's my kitchen. It's a pretty large kitchen. This is supposed to be a living room, or sorry, dining room, but there's no table in here yet. I have no idea what this room was supposed to be for. Let's go upstairs. This is Lucky Duke's room. Amazing, it's still here. His vacation room. The son I never had. He built this room. So that was his bedroom. He spent a lot of time helping me out. These are some of the doors which I never fixed after the update. This goes onto the balcony, which overlooks the little town, and of course the Jesterville sign. This is my bedroom again. Funky doors I didn't fix. Of course, it's got to be surrounded by diamond. So that's my bedroom. There are a couple more rooms down here. Again, this was supposed to be some kind of music room, which I never quite got to, and this is supposed to be a guest room, again, which I never quite got to. And it's just so much which I had to do, which I wanted to do. I'll take you into my basement, where all of the magic takes place. My mine is down here. That's the secret entrance, which I'll show you here in a bit. This is where I keep a lot of my materials, a lot of my, you got tree trunks, glass, rock, miscellaneous tools, weapons, and wood products. I do have a hidden door. Reason why it's hidden, you'll see here in a second. There you go. You can imagine just the amount of time spent trying to put this together. I keep all my valuables in these chests. Lots of diamond, gold, iron, weapons, you name it. I'll show you that here in a second as well, what goes into there. Down here it's funny, when I first started building, I had no idea about, pistons and redstone repeaters. I had, no idea how it works. And in fact, this whole world is built without really proper use of redstone. The idea of this room was supposed to be some kind of experimental room, and I did actually figure out how to use redstone well while just fiddling around in this room. I used to build all kinds of cool things down here. But again, this is my lab. This is where I practiced with redstone. So used to flying around in creative mode, just climbing ladders is a pain. All right, my smelting area was over here. When I first did this, I thought that was pretty cool. Shows you how much of a noob I was. This takes us to the mine. I'll go down really quickly. I mean, the mine goes on forever, so there's no point in doing the whole thing. The video will be about an hour long, but you get an idea. The nether, I put it down here, so it's out of the way. There's nothing in the nether, really. I didn't build anything down there. Maybe I should. I call these the veins because essentially what I've done is I've dug several veins, tunnels which go on almost forever. I mean, till the other end of the map, and they keep going and going and going. So this is one method of mining that I used. Was just dig until I came across either diamond. Well, no diamonds down here. They go a little deeper, but gold and iron ore. I was really looking for iron ore and coal. This area is another area of the mine which kind of goes on forever. I mean, I'm not going to bore you. This one here goes all the way down to bedrock, and there's, I found one time a clump of 24 blocks of diamond together, which, as far as I could tell, is one of the best finds with diamonds in one bunch. And I didn't have a capture card, so I couldn't take a video of it then. But anyway, that's my main mine, where I've done a lot of my mining. I'll take you back up and outside so I can show you the rest of Jesterville. Take us a while to do that. Alright, so let's head on up and out. I'll take you quickly back in because again, there's a few things I'm going to show you. Alright, so let's head out the kitchen into where I have the sugarcane growing. It's my sugarcane farm, so to speak. I was very big on building secret passages. I experimented with different kinds of ways of making secrets, of getting into places, and here's one. I built a way to get into my secret room down here. If you remember that room with all the good stuff in it. There it is. So that's there. And it rains in my world 75% of the time. Down there is supposed to be where I grew wheat, but every time I grow the damn wheat, I go in there and there's some stupid sheep in here. And there's no sheep. You get the idea, that's where the wheat is supposed to grow. You got my dog kennels here. Dog houses, one's out of the rain, smart, one's in the rain, and one's in the rain, but you get the idea. It's my dog kennel. And there's the tower. This tower took me a long time to build because it goes again all the way up to the highest possible block, down to bedrock. And this is one of the first big builds that I actually did. So it's pretty simple. And this just takes you to a balcony. We're going to go all the way to the top here in a second. You can imagine I had to mine for everything that you're seeing here. Alright. So you get a good view of Jesterville. We have another tower, which I was supposed to finish, didn't quite get to it. You see a sphere right below, I'm going to take you there. You see all the way in the, the middle there, you have the gladiator arena. I'll show you that as well. There's the town. You have the fishing pier and that thing in the middle of the water. That's actually to my underground city, which again is also incomplete, but I'll show you. what I've done. And I used to have a lot of fun with friends. Just jump off all the way down and splash to bedrock. Bedrock is right underneath that. Alright, so let's take you around the outside. It's currently unpeaceful, but a vast majority of what we've done was done with creepers and zombies and stuff about spiders. It would be very difficult to show you around with those monsters doing their thing. Next, I'll take you over to the fishing pier. I don't do any fishing from it. Across the bridge. I'll show you on the left-hand side. It was actually the first building I actually built. I mean, check that. The first building I built was a dirt hut to try and save myself. But you know, while I had that, I actually thought it would be pretty cool if I built an underwater house as my first house. And you know, it took me a while to figure out how to do it. It involved actually blocking in and then reflooding. But here you go. This is actually my very first build, short of the dirt hut that I built. It turned out really, really well. I thought it was pretty cool that you couldn't see it short of the entrance. Alright, these are the docks where there are no boats currently. Grab yourself a fishing pole from there, and I'll take you over to the last project I started. But didn't actually get to or finish because, well, to be honest, creative mode came out and I fancied myself building things without the difficulty of mining for a lot of material. But anyway, I gathered enough gunpowder to start building myself some TNT. And with the help of TNT, the idea was to actually build a brand new city and town under the water. And you could, again, it's not finished, not even close to being finished, but you can see what I've dynamited. This took, again, a while to do. But there you go. Maybe at some point I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. I wish I could get to this boat, easy to get across on. I'll take you over to my beach. Yeah, I thought it was cool to put in a beach at the time I was building it. Doesn't do very much, but get the idea. There's the beach. And here's this tower. Again, there's nothing to this tower. I didn't quite finish it yet. I just thought I was going to build a whole bunch of towers. This goes all the way up. That's just a cactus farm, so to speak. Here's a sphere. I wanted to build a sphere, and this is what I came up with. Convex airplane helped me with a little bit of it. And when I built it, I didn't know what the heck to do with it. So I filled half of it with water. The other half was supposed to be lava. It didn't quite work out. And then Kitty Pride said she wanted to build her house in it, so she did. So she actually built her house in the sphere that I built. I'll take you right up there and show you what she did. Here's her house inside the sphere, and I'm sure there's a sign. Yeah, Miss Whisker's awesome, pad of awesomeness. Thank you, Kitty Pride. She did a great job. Let's see here. Straight ahead on the left-hand side is I Am a Vegan's idea of a house. I don't know what this is. I don't know what he was building. Underneath, I think there's water. Yep. I think he was trying to build a trap of some kind. Didn't quite finish it. On the right-hand side, again, unfinished, but it was supposed to be... I mean, the idea was this was supposed to be a fully functioning community. It's tough to do when it's on one person's game save, but the idea was to come in, and on these walls you'd see different jobs for different prices, such as, you know, maybe 2 diamond blocks, or yeah, you get the idea, piece of gold. And once the job was done, such as maybe dig a hole or build a fence, then you'd get paid. So this was almost like, again, it's labeled as an employment area. And that's exactly what it was. Oh, crud. I'll leave that there. Alright, I'll show you some of the other builds. This was the junk exchange. That was anything which nobody wanted in their inventory, just dump it in here. And as it turned out, lots of people actually use some of the stuff in there. This is the food shack. That would throw seafood at you, pork at you. It's like a restaurant. It's supposed to be an outside seating area, which we didn't get if I get to the seating area. This is a house which nobody lives in. I just built it, put a little small swimming pool in the back, sleeping quarters upstairs. Nobody can claim that one. This is my botanical gardens. I thought it was pretty cool. Again, at the time, bone meal was very hard to come by, so trees grew naturally. All the trees that were here that I planted, you know, again, grew on their own. And when they didn't grow, I just kind of filled them in with something else. But again, here's our botanical garden. A couple of ponds. I thought at the time it was pretty neat, pretty pretty. It overlooked the beach. I wanted to put fish in there, but that's not an option at the time. The pond. And in the botanical gardens, I stored all kinds of things. I did come across bone meal eventually. And what I did was I found a monster spawn. It spawned skeletons, and I did a bone factory, so to speak. And you go there, collect as many bones as possible, make bone meal, and there you go. So I had bone meal stored in there. I had saplings, seeds, and flowers. So anybody who wanted to go ahead and beautify the area could do so. This building on the left, the smelting pot, this is the town's smelting area. You can come here and use that. I used to have pieces of coal in here for free. This used to be a house made by Convex Airplane. His name is Two Sundance now. But it actually burnt down. There was a lightning storm, lightning hit, it came and burnt down. So instead of rebuilding it, I kept the bones. He did this floor. The floor was always here. I made this a welcome center. The idea was people were supposed to come in here and just write nice messages. I put welcome to Jesterville, everybody. Smiley face, and again the idea was for people to put nice messages of their own. You know, that area. What I didn't show you, and now it's on my mind, I had another entrance here somewhere. This one. Don't go to the first one, go to the second one. And this would take you back to my basement area. The reason why you wouldn't go to the second one, you can see it right there. What it would do is shoot arrows at you. That's supposed to be a trick, and I'll show you. Get there. There you go. The idea was for it to shoot you with the arrow. This was one of the first pieces of circuitry I built through my experimentations in my laboratory. And I liked the way it worked out then. Looking at it now, it's a bit noobish, but again, I was a big time noob playing this game. This is a castle built by Ebbs. His gamer tag is registration. He wanted to build some kind of castle. This is by Kai. He has another big house somewhere else. He was gonna build it. This is his plot. Didn't quite get to it. The one on the right is just another one that I built. I didn't fix these damn doors. I think this was decorated by Lucky Duke. I'm not sure. Anyway, next door, the cat box, that belongs to Archidex. Archidex spent a lot of time building his cat box. Let's see what he has in here. I have no idea, to be honest. I guess that's a jacuzzi. Actually, a pretty cool view from here. I like that. Oh, didn't get it done. Noob. Should invite him to come finish this off for me. This is my train station. We're going to be using this in a bit. This shoots us to 1, 2, 3 different parts of Jesterville. You'll get to see a few other cool things, but I'm not quite done with town yet. Take you to Lucky Duke's. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. I actually did have a secret entrance here. I don't know what I was thinking here. This took me to another one of the mines that I found. Not here, down here. Another mine of mine is down there, and I found a lot of gold. I thought the best place to hide it would be here, but it's not hidden now that you've seen it. That's the bridge that takes people out of town. On the right, that's Lucky Duke's house, and as far as I know, he's hid all kinds of goodies somewhere here. He hasn't told me where they are. I haven't dug for them yet, but they're there. This is Lucky Duke's house. On this side, you have 2 more homes belonging to nobody. They were just, you know, guest homes, which thrown together. Upstairs. What's upstairs? I've been up here before. Oh yeah, there's a balcony. Overlooks the water. You have another house next to it. Find a way to get out. This one, the same kind of thing as the other one I showed you, underwater room. Pretty neat TV. Doesn't work, obviously. That's the balcony. And over there is our church. I'll go ahead and swim us to the church, I guess. And every good city should have a church, right? Supposed to be stained glass windows, same thing there. That's odd. How did the tree actually grow through? That is weird. Anyway, here's the church in all its glory. Quite cool. One of my favorite builds is this one. Alright. Believe it or not, on the mountain behind us there, you can see some of it in the background, but that was very interesting. I should have actually kept it. It was a water slide. I had 4 different water slides which you jump into and just kind of let go. It would kind of sweep you away all the way down a hill, but I took them out. Alright, so let's not go out of town just yet. Let's head over to the Colosseum, where you'll get to see where any grievances were settled. I had a lot of fun building it and using it. And here's where the crowds would come and sit and watch people do battle. The combatants would be down there, fighting to the death. See, there's a VIP area, which we're going to go ahead and take a peek at. Here's a VIP area, so you can see up close and personal the fighting. And of course, there's the combatant's entrance on the other side. And the idea is we had 2 sides. I think there's a red and a yellow. Yeah. And one person would get on that side, the other would get on this side. And you'd put your valuables in here, step out into the arena, and you'd fight hand-to-hand combat. And the winner would be the person who survives. The loser is the one who falls into the hole where there's all kinds of lava down there. Lots of fun. Alright, so that's in town at Jesterville. I'm going to shoot you over to the floating cities. It's an idea I actually played around in, and I think it was convex as well first, and I brought it over to here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a cart. Alright, so we're going to go here. So let's put the cart down. Jump in. Let's go. Yeah, so I fiddled with the idea of floating cities in Convex's world, and the idea was for the cities to be way in the sky with no way to get to them except for like a waterfall. And as you imagine, it's pretty difficult to build without the ability to fly. So you almost had to put, you know, dirt blocks everywhere to help you while you build, almost like scaffolding for survivor mode. But there you go. This build took, I don't know, a couple days to do. Lots of fun to do it. For the world of me, I don't know why this is going so slow. Alright, so let's take you up there. It's supposed to be the waterfall elevator. There you go. Nothing, I don't think I didn't put any furniture in any of this stuff. Didn't add much in terms of detail. I could put some more lighting down. Oh, this one actually has stuff. So essentially it's just 3 floating islands. You know, the islands themselves are surrounded by, water. You can see how it's done. And the water kind of falls off the edge. A pretty neat effect. And I really wanted to do much larger ones. And I was waiting for creative mode to do it. And now that creative mode has come out, I haven't done it. Stopped raining. Alright, here's the last one. Nothing in it as of yet. But you get the gist of it. Oh no, not auto-saving. No auto-saving. Oh, I thought I took that option off. Settings. Options. No saving. Alright, so there you go. Those are my floating islands. I'm going to take you back around. Let's jump down. I think why not, because I don't think I can get back up. Yeah, I can. Alright, I'm going to take you around. How did I get back up? How weird. I'm going to take you around to the other side. There's a few more things to show you guys. I'd love to come back here and improve on what you guys are seeing. I think there's so much to be built, but again, this was all my very first build, my very first world. So a lot of the ideas that you're seeing are ideas that I just kind of came up with on the fly while experimenting and trying different things out. I've taken some of the things that I've done here and applied them to some of the other worlds and builds that I've done. Alright, so this is going to take us right back into my train station. And from this train station, go up, yeah. I'm going to go on this track, which is going to shoot us around another part of Jesterville. You see exactly where we explored, where I explored with some of the other people who helped out with. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a rocket that Lucky Duke made. Pretty cool. I like it. Pretty neat idea. This area is the first area I explored outside of where where Jesterville was. Considering that a heck of a lot was going on mob-wise, I wasn't too keen on exploring. But again, I took it this far. And I'll show you the first away building that I built. Alright. Where that waterfall is. It's actually another thing. And you can see down there, came up with this. This was my my base on this side of Jesterville. And this led to another mine down there, which I found a lot of stuff in this pretty cool cave. in this part of the cave. Actually, no, I thought that actually led out to where the waterfall is. The waterfall isn't that way. It's definitely not that way. Probably that way. Anyway, see, this is my first away home that I made. I thought I was being pretty clever by building this. That thing on top of the cliff there is a house made by the gunrunner. He came in here and he put that together. I think we should go ahead and hop up there and see what the gunrunner did. I think he actually put a tree on top of his house. I remember him coming in and, he asked where he could build, and I said, I have these restrictions in town, but if you want to build whatever you want, however you want to do it, you're welcome to going outside of town, and you pick that spot. This thing. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Oh, there's a staircase there now. Alright, interesting idea. I mean, he has trees on either side. And glass roof. Alright, not bad, Fubar, not bad. That's Gunrunner's contribution. I'll show you very quickly the very first, that hurt. The very first monster spawner that I found. Fairly easy to find. Actually, it was in a cave at the end of a very shallow, small cave. And of course, I built around it to contain it. This is where my bone factory is. There's a monster spawner with the skeletons, and when it's not on peaceful, they end up falling down there, so they get spawned, they have nowhere to go. That water sucks them down and it drowns them, and it spits out the bones. You pick up the bones here and you head on out. So it was a pretty neat idea, which I found online how to do. I don't remember what video I saw, but definitely an idea I did not come up with myself, but it's certainly a good one. Whoever did come up with it the first time, bloody genius. Alright, so let's take you to the rest of Jesterville. The rest of my little island area. Alright. It's going to take us across some water, and something very, I don't call it cool, what kind of glitch it was with the sugarcane, because the very first piece of sugarcane that I found was all the way over here. Again, this is back when it wasn't, much of anything, and I couldn't find any pieces of sugarcane anywhere, and the first bit that I found was over here. So what I did was I continually break and grow, and it turned out to be my sugarcane farm. And I'll show you something that happened. I was planting the sugarcane everywhere, and I noticed that one was particularly long, which I'll show you here. There it is. Totally bizarre. This whole area where the water was filled with sugarcane, and there was this one piece which was just huge. I don't know what happened. I didn't put any bone meal on it. I've never seen these grow any higher than this. And after just, I came back after, I guess, a day, and it was like this, so I decided to go ahead and build a monument around it. Certainly, I don't know what happened. I didn't know this could grow like this. I've never seen them grow like this, so I certainly wanted to highlight it. And something else. This was one of the first worlds, and so this is when there wasn't a whole lot of clay. If you could find clay, there wasn't a whole lot of it, and this is where, there it is, the first clay was found. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, the original clay blocks. And those are the only clay blocks on this entire place. Quite incredible when you think about it. Now, clay's a dime a dozen, but back when, the game first came out, you couldn't find clay anywhere. I think the rest of Jesterville, I mean, it's incomplete to say the least. I built this track and it takes almost a complete lap, but I'm not going to waste your time and my time. What I'll do is I'll shoot you back in the other direction and show you the other end where Kai built his mansion, and that should wrap things up. You know, a lot of the help that I got was from the crew at Triple R's, Red River Resistance. You know, it's my former crew, and they did a great job. It was a lot of fun building this stuff. And certainly at the time we were all rookies and learning how to build. And we certainly learned an awful lot by doing this. I know Floofgoofer had a very pristine mine somewhere. I can't quite remember where it is. I mean, it was perfectly laid out. I think his mine was, 2 blocks wide, 4 blocks high, everywhere in his mine. But yeah, this is this is Jesterville. I just made it up. As for griefers, I've had my fair share. I've certainly learned how to deal with them. I mean, you invite people in, and you can't really control. I mean, I suppose you can now, but you want to trust everybody. You want to show everybody what you've built, and you can never control exactly who's come in. And we've had our fair share. You come in and buildings are burnt down, or you know, there's a giant statue of something that you don't want. You can use your imagination. And so we've had to contend with that. And fortunately, the save button is huge. And when you don't save, you don't have to worry about that stuff. Alright, so on to the last one. And this will take less than 5 minutes. It'll take you a couple minutes. So we're going to shoot over to Kai's place, and I don't know why he decided to build his way on this side. I think he wanted to get away from everybody, which I certainly can understand. I actually don't remember that. The wall of lava. But you get an idea where we are now. It's back at the Jesterville sign. There's your sphere. And here's the track that takes us all the way over to Kai's mansion. And I do believe his mansion had access to, again, one of the best mines in this entire place. And he didn't get a chance to finish it, but the mine that's connected to his place was pretty spectacular. Lots of diamonds, lots of iron ore. Again, incomplete, but you get the idea. He had something grand planned. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We have a ton more builds coming up. I know you guys are familiar with the Vortex. That was RSG's first Minecraft roller coaster. We have the RSG Speedway coming up. The build itself took 2 months without the coaster. We're going to get into the coaster here in a second, but we're going to post that video shortly. And if you like what you see, please subscribe, and please leave a nice comment. Appreciate you guys sticking around to watch. Take it easy, everybody.